Well, I come out here this morning. I was gonna do pre-trip, and yeah, that's diesel fuel. Oh shit. So, anyhow, these older trucks. Why? Oh, I'll get down here and I'll show you. Oh, right there. Can you see it? Yep. So that's a drain for the fuel filter, and that yellow valve to drain it. Why? It loosened up. It wasn't like that yesterday morning. I always stick my head underneath here and have me a gander. So that's where it pays to pay attention. You really gotta get under there and do your inspection. Make sure you're not leaking nothing. So I don't believe it was leaking last night when I got home, but it may have been. It definitely wasn't leaking yesterday morning. So yeah, I just thought I'd show that. I don't know how that loosened up, but it sure did. And it's not leaking now. You can see kind of residual there after I got her shut down. But anyhow, so there you go. All right, we're gonna do our pre-trip and get on down the road. Oh, I could have left earlier this morning, but I don't know if you can tell or not, but we had a pretty good fog this morning, so I'm not in a huge hurry. But that's one thing, I don't drive in fog. That shit's dangerous. So anyhow, I'm gonna get my shit together and we're gonna get on down the highway. Well, there it is. Got us a big dog. Little Cedar Creek, I believe is what it's called. Yep, there it says it right on the side. I mean, come on. This is a nice trailer, I tell you what. She's a biggin', but man, that's a nice one. Yeah, that's probably not something I could afford. I think it's like 44 foot long, something like that. Pretty nice trailer. Another black on. Man, I've been pulling a bunch of black ones here lately. But whatever. Looks like all our lights are doing the thing. So we're gonna take this one over to Wentzville, Missouri. We went there a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I don't remember. Not a terrible drive. Look at that, it's even got a flasher on the side of it. Isn't that fancy? This one here's got real good tires on it. Them are 120 pounders. This, yeah, load range H. So we shouldn't have no problem with them. That's a pretty nice camper there. Yeah. That's, yeah, way out of my price range. But whatever. That's a nice one. So we're gonna get the hell out of here. Go back to the house. And we'll probably take it down there tomorrow morning. It'll be an easy trip. Wentzville's not terribly far from the house. So, yeah. Cedar Creek. I pulled up here and I got to worrying that this one right here was the one I picked. And I'm glad. I mean, it looks cool and everything, but I tell you what, man, I pulled one similar to this. Not necessarily one of these, but one about like it. I'm gonna tell you what, that square front right there, it makes for a real bad time. Yeah, I do not want to pull one of those. So anyhow, just thought I'd share a little bit. Had me a little mini heart attack thinking that was the one I got, but it wasn't. So here we go. We're gonna get on down the highway. All right, well, we made it back to the house. And yeah, got me a little surprise out there. See that feller over there? Yeah, that feller's not supposed to be over there. So guess we're gonna go see if we can't get him to come back over here. I'm gonna say he's loving those soybeans. So, shit. I'm glad the whole farm's fenced off. He can't go nowhere, so. Shit. There we go. Yep, there he is. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna hightail it back through that fence? He's thinking about it. Is he gonna go back through there? Maybe. Maybe. Well, he thought about it. That's where you got out. Just go back in, bub. Go back in there. I know that's how you got out. All right, let's see how this goes. Well, there he is. He went right back in where he came from. I didn't get it on camera, but he's back where he needs to be with his fellers. I'd say that hot wire's down, so we're gonna go investigate that. If she was hot, he wouldn't have wanted nothing to do with it. So we're gonna go look into that. All right, well, we're getting on down the highway here this morning. Of course, we're tied on that big fifth wheel we got hooked onto yesterday. And so in that last video, I was talking fuel mileage and rates, you know, compared, you know, the big ones, why you're gonna make more money because the rate per mile is gonna be a little better. So I'm just kind of cruising along here, getting started here this morning, and so in that clip, I'm pretty sure I was getting like 10.8 or 10.6 mile a gallon pulling that little travel trailer. And so now we're pulling a big one that weighs basically double and is what, 12, 13, 10, 12 foot longer. So weighs double the weight and a little bit and quite a bit longer. And yeah, bingo. We're getting the same fuel mileage. So there you go, proof's in the pudding. So anyhow, we're gonna zip on out to St. Louis and get this kicked off.